The full escape from inside sankaku. All right, why don't you put me on the inside sankaku? Either, yeah, you know better. Okay. So he's got me on inside sankaku, all right, or honey hole 411, side saddle, blah, 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 whatever you want to call it, all right? Worst case scenario, double troubles if he rows this leg, falls to the side, and then overwraps it, okay? So it's going to be a two-part escape because I got to escape this leg first. So let's remember what the danger is here, especially in IBJJF rules. It's a straight ankle lock. If this is no-gi or different rule set, the real danger is, there's Texas cloverleaf, heel hook here. The heel hook, this position is really made for the heel hook. That's the most powerful, optimal attack, but also you can do straight ankle lock and various things. So I got to free this leg, all right? It's basically going to be a straight ankle lock escape to get this leg out, all right? All right, so to get this leg out, ideally I want to be on my butt. If I can rock up to my butt, that will help me get the leg out. If not, if he's having a real strong triangle and putting his foot down and not letting me rock up, we'll just have to do it from here and deal with what we have. Either way, okay, I got to come into him just like if we were defending a straight ankle lock, and I got to boot. All right, guys, remember booting? So I got to boot with your heel into his body, right? Just pretend that there are leg locks allowed here, or just assume that there are, and practice good technique. So boot with your heel into your body. Your other foot, you're going to be ballerina toeing it and turning your heel that way. Again, just to practice good mechanics because we want to avoid him setting us up a trap here and then really going to the heel hook on the outside leg, okay? We got to pull his elbow forward, just like we're doing kind of like a Kimura lock, okay? That's going to create space here, all right, to get my foot out. So I'm booting, pushing my foot deep, all right? And then once I feel like there's some space, I'm going to pull my foot out, okay? If I got to use this hand here to help, by pulling, booting, and then taking this hand and shoving his wrist up to make a little more space, that works too, okay? Or, I did this yesterday, if this isn't working, you're not creating enough space, you can grab their head and then really crunch them down and really kick it and get your foot out. Whatever you got to do, okay? Just remember the basic physics here, all right? He's got to stretch my foot forward to lock it, okay? Which means I got to boot in and curl my toes back to stop that. And the closer I can bring his torso to my torso, the harder it's going to be for him to stretch my foot, okay? Leveraging the elbow forward, that's a weak point to create a bigger hole here. And then we get our foot out, okay? And then we want to sit up, all right? We want to rock up to here once our foot gets out, and we want to get this foot as far away from him as we can. Because if we escape it and he just rows it again, we're going to be playing that same song and dance over and over. So we escape the foot, we get it out here, okay? Now remember, he still has this leg, and he can still do a heel hook, okay? So we're going to practice the escape as if he's allowed to heel hook here. So we're going to point our toes into his ribs, ballerina toe. So point your toe, heels into the ribs, okay? That's going to hide the heel. And now we're going to basically do a technical stand-up, which is going to put weight on this foot, which again is going to make it harder for him to dig for that heel hook. So we're picking our butt up, okay? Putting weight onto that foot. So I'm actually shoving my foot into the lock instead of pulling it out. Then I'm going to bring this foot across, okay? Push on the knee as I rotate it down. And I want to get the laces of my foot laces down until my knee is out of the lock, okay? Now that my knee's out of the lock, I can do the running man escape, where I pull it out, okay, just like if you're defending heel hooks. Or I could kick this leg up and over and pass, depending on how flashy you like to be, okay? So again, we'll run through it. Inside sankaku me, sir. Okay, so he's got the inside sankaku, he rows the leg. I've already fucked up a bunch, but here we are. So I got to keep him from locking that leg out. Boot in, okay? Get the other hand involved at the wrist, shove the wrist down, bring the leg out, bring it up nice and far away from him. He's going to be digging for that heel hook, so I'm going to hide it, okay? Rotate my knee down, turn my heel into him, point my toe, coming to here, and now I'm going to technical stand up, bring this leg through. I've got to push this down to get my knee past his knee line, okay? Once your knee's past the knee line, you're safe. But as I learned yesterday with James when he heel hooked me, if your knee's here, you're not safe, okay? You gotta get that knee past the knee line. It's a matter of inches, but it makes a huge difference. All right, so once you get to here, use your other foot, extract that foot, okay? Or big kick over, don't kick him in the head unless you're Charles Chamberlain. Okay? All right, so we're basically putting together the two pieces of the escape that we've learned so far. You wanna see it on somebody? Yeah? Who's got decent inside sankaku? You? Can you inside sankaku me, sir? Okay. So same thing, boom, boom, triangle it. Okay, so he rows the boat. We get to here, okay. This isn't good, I don't like this. So I'm gonna push and boot, push the hand down, extract my foot however I can, rock up, switch my knee over, ballerina toe, push it in, push on the knee, technical stand up, get the knee past the line, and then running man escape, or big kick over, come to pass. Okay, makes sense? All right, partner up, do it on each leg, and then switch, have the other guy do it. All right, 1, 2, 3. Thanks, bud.